What's happening, party people? It's time for more crab treasure. So, gun. For people who missed last time, gun. Oh, it's so silly. So, this game is I'm just gonna kind of familiarize myself with the controls. So we play little hermit crab that got our shell taken. So now we're trying to find the lone shark that took our shell. And it's the Souls-like, it's the reactionary stamina-based combat, you know, all of that usual stuff. I'm not good at those. And there are a lot of, what do you call it? Settings. There's a lot of very helpful settings to make the game easier, more fun for people. Bad thing against this game is you don't choose a difficulty setting when you turn the game on. The game just automatically sets itself to hard, and you have to go through the settings. It doesn't even tell you it's in the settings, but in the settings you can turn it to normal or easy difficulty, so that's a bad thing against the game. Good thing against the game is in those same settings, you can just get a gun, and this one-shots every enemy, infinite ammo. Good time. Just jealous get to be out and they don't. Obviously, that's not all of them. Grinder crash at a certain God, it's so funny. If it isn't the liar crab game, yes, the false crab god. What is the process of growing a carapace? Carcinization? Is it carcination? Carcinization? Carcinogenation? Carcinization. Carcinogens makes cancer. Carcinization, yeah. One day we will all be crab. We will all return to crab. So yeah, we killed a duchess, realized, oh god, holy crap, we've just committed murder. That has been a running joke throughout the game. This game has, like, given the style, this game has way more adult humor than I would have thought. Like, again, we killed a guy at one point, and the cutscene right afterwards was our crab like, oh my god, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. That was self-defense, right? That was self-defense, right? Legitimately, it caught me off guard. The humor of this game caught me off guard, and I'm very much a fan of it. But yeah, we now have a gun, and the game is easier. So now I just get to experience how fun the game is, instead of how hard the game could be. What do you want? I'm sorry, but I'm a very busy business crab. Very busy with business. Oh, sorry. It looked to me like you were just standing around. What you have just told me is that you know nothing about doing business. I guess not. He is, the main character, Krill, incredibly naive. Like, he was just living in his shell, minding his business. He was, in his own words, he was practicing, like self-help, you know, like self-healing, self-betterment. And, he doesn't know, like, the world has evolved around him. He doesn't know what taxes are. Money is microplastics. He doesn't understand what any of this means. And we made it to a large city. Oh, and we were given a handful of places to explore. Basically, it's like, hey, we asked, hey, somebody took my shell, where would somebody be going to sell that? And we were given a handful of places to check out. He's got a gun. What are you gonna do? Tell the guy with a gun no? I wanna ring the bell. Fairness, it seems like people who pay their taxes don't seem to know why they... Alright, let's... Shellfish desires. Oh, it's an RGB keyboard that somehow works underwater. Why is that one key that's not lit up glowing? The F key. Also, now that you're putting all this stuff, real life parallels doesn't make me think any worse of this game. I'm a fish nerd who thinks it's fun to point things out. Yeah, no, I totally get it. Shellfish Greeter. Welcome to Shellfish Desires, the flagship brick-and-mortar store of Shellfish Corp. How goes it, my visibly financially troubled friend? Is it that obvious I'm poor? It is. I suppose you've come to the upper crust for a bit of window shopping. No shame in it. Plenty of folks pause on their way through town to take a look at our luxury shelves. You've got 5 minutes before your pause becomes a loiter, so enjoy them while they last, my friend. Except for the dungeness thing. Yes, I will say after you sent me the pictures of the other crab, it's like because they gave us the big claw attack from the dungeness crab, and there are so many other crabs with like huge claws like that. Have you seen my shell? Did a big shark come into town and try to sell you a shell recently? Oh, he sure did. I told him to get stuffed. We don't do trade-ins here. And even if we did, I'd never take the kind of beat-up junk he sold me. Not a clue where he went after that. Does nobody in the city pay any attention? What is shell insurance? At Shellfish Desires, you can pay microplastics to insure any shell you've worn before. At a moon snail shell, you can pick any insured shell to start with every time you respawn. Useful. Okay, so can I insure the gun? No, they won't let me insure. I mean, I guess I can just turn it off and back on to get the gun back at any time. I almost went to school to become an ichthyologist. Fish nerd! I have a friend that recently, by recently I mean like I think last year, she graduated with like a bachelor's in marine science. And yeah, I've noticed like in our generation, there's a lot of people going into marine science. Like, a lot of people. Or maybe it's just the people around me. Alright. I don't need shell insurance. But conchigli. It's a pasta shell. The starry suit became flaccid and rubbery as soon as it entered the water. What's the point? The one my family went to had a fish tank in every single waiting room. That's so cool. Oh my god. So yeah, the child doctor that I went to a bunch had this, they're full of tropical fish. Yeah, no, I had, my health issues, and the reason that, like, I went to the kid doctor so much, my children's doctor, my specialist, had, like, one of those column fish tanks in, like, the middle of the waiting room, and you could, like, walk all around it. He also had, like, Finding Nemo playing on loop in the waiting room over and over again. Like, I remember every single time I went in there, it was always Finding Nemo. Alright, shuttlecock. So, the little completionist in my brain really wants to, like... Oh, there's so many Matryoshka large trophy. I want them. Ivory poncho, black poncho. Rainbow crabitalism. Show off your crustacean pride with the snappy bandana. Among Us! Oh my god. There's a fucking Among Us shell. A plus visage of a legendary trader. Smokescreen. Your umami becomes a dense cloud of ink that causes enemies to lose track of you. So I can vent. You're telling me the magic power of this shell is that I cause a blackout. I cut the power so that I can vent. Okay. But can you call the meeting? Unfortunately not. Baby shoe. Never worn by its intended host. Oh god. One of those, like, saddest short poems ever. Baby shoes never worn. Eject the traitor fish from the ocean. Piggy bank. Lil bro. A natural seashell with a menacing face carved in. So I can be slow bro. I could be slow bro. Juggernaut. For a brief duration, withstand all interrupts and knockdowns from enemy attacks, even while not blocking. Felix Cube. A diabolical puzzle said to bring about calamity if it is ever solved. Like Hellraiser. Could be slow bro. Cons. Absolutely none. Bartholomew. Captures the likeness of a legendary pirate who once terrorized the shadows. Trophy, a gorgeous eating bowl often seen at upper-class banquets. Matryoshka, a ritualistic depiction of a family that has devoured each other whole. Single-handedly carried me through Red-Green Nuzlocke. We love Gen 1 psychic types. Cult leader? Oh, it's a Cult of the Lamb. Okay, wait. Mr. Krill. So we have a Mr. Crab outfit. Cult of the Lamb outfit. Midnight. If you make yourself look real intimidating, maybe people will stop talking to you on public transit. Probably not, though. But this krill is not a home. This is not the stove I know. It's so good. Maid krill? Excuse me? I just cleaned up this mess. Could we keep it clean for 10 minutes? That is such a specific... That's an Incredibles quote. Like, word for word, that is like one of the opening lines in The Incredibles. When they're doing the little interviews of the superheroes. I just cleaned up this mess. Sometimes I feel like the maid, you know? I just cleaned up this mess. Could we keep it clean for 10 minutes? All of these are so good. Maid outfit. Midnight. I don't know what this one is. I did think it was weird that Mr. Incredible was a hermit crab, but now I get it. Decades later, the truth has been revealed. This is the only one that's lost to me. Cult leader, Mr. Krill is good. Alright. Well, we don't even have 400 microplastics because we spent a lot of microplastics on upgrades. Oh, that's cool. There's a little magic thing there so you can try out different. Not a thing. Hey, what you doing? Midnight kind of reminds me of that really popular horror game. I swear I'm trying to think of more words than that. Really popular horror game? Oh, Jackson. Ernest Enfield Esquire. Every day I find myself looking down, wishing you were here with me, claw and claw. Unrequited gay love? Unrequited gay crab love? The tide we crossed paths, I was immediately smitten, but my family would never approve of me with a commoner. But there's nothing common about you. Maybe one day I'll possess the courage to tell you, but until then I shall yearn from afar. Unrequited gay crab love. Bread claw. Oh, we got so much shit to sell, that's right. See this here? Best view in the lower crust. I'll be honest, it just looks like a stinky alleyway to me. Aye, the very stinkiest. Brings a tear to one's eye, don't it? Where's Jackson? Where's Jackson? I need to tell Jackson. I need to tell Jackson that Ernest never forgot. Is that a condom hat or a ravioli? Let me go back up and look. I don't know how to get back up. We may never know. These are raviolis. If these are the same ones looking at these are raviolis. Alright, we all know our roles. Lex, present. You'll go to work tonight tending bar at the Trash Day Gala. You'll be our ticket in. It's a heist! I think it was the same... Oh shit, there's this one that came out a couple of years ago. There's 3 of them, and it's religious. And it talks about Cubert. Oh, and it talks like Cubert. Hang on. You know what I could just do? Hang on, watch this, watch this, watch this. Midnight reference. What game or show is the Midnight costume referencing? There's Mr. Krabs, Cult of the Lamb. I'm not sure what the Midnight costume is from. Indie horror game called Subway Midnight. It's really cute. So if we look up Subway Midnight... Ah. Oh, I see that outfit. Okay. Oh, these faces are so funny. I love these faces so much. That's cool. Anyway. Hats were the same? Ah. Definitely not what I was thinking of. Can do. Get those upper crusters good and distracted while we slip in the workers' entrance. There we'll split into 2 teams. Team A will be Lex, still present, and Hurst. Hello, darlings. While Team 2 will consist of myself and Goggles. Hey. Faith, it was called Faith. Jesus fucking Christ, that was so hard to find. Yeah, a game just called Faith. Team A is going to move through the fancy soiree until they find its host, the ludicrously trashy and trash-rich Jeffrey Crabb III, and sweet-talk him into revealing the passcode to his family safe. I doubt he'll put up much of a fight. Once he lets it slip, it will be on Team 2 to slip out the safe undetected and ride the scrap chute down to the bottom with our ill-begotten rewards. So Team A and Team 2, not A and B or 1 and 2, A and 2. Team A will exit the house at its exit the party at its proper conclusion and reconvene in the morning. And Cods, your uncle, will have woken up as some wealthy shuckin' crabs. Yo, Kraken, what's going on? Bring Curses verses for sale? Excuse me? Curses, what? Curses for sale? Hexes and curses? And vile potions? Don't you want to buy a curse? Curses are generally not good. Are you Jackson? Be wary of topsiders, small fry. They'll make you feel special while you're useful, but don't be fooled. What the fuck? Why is that gun so big? Because it's a life-size gun. It's a photorealistic life-size gun. I moved here from across the sands from across the sands between, 'cause some rich bastard said I had it in me to be a shell model. Me, can you imagine? Needless to say, he kicked me to the curb before you knew it. So yeah, don't trust topsiders. They'll play you like a goddamn fiddler. I get it. Like a fiddler crab. I get it. Alright, we need to find the pawn shop down here. Oh. Hell yeah. What ho, gentle crab? Hi, how's it going? Truly terrible, but I can't let that keep me down. I have an endeavor that will see me in the big cans at last. It can't possibly fail. Again. Sure, whatever you say, Manhattan. I want to go into the pawn shop. Gimme. Hey, Manta? Yeah, Coley? That guy broke our cool crystal. No way. Just right up and broke it. What happened to live and let live, Coley? No idea. Life really isn't what it used to be. Wanna go find another cool crystal? I sure do. Can't let jerks like this ruin our chill. So true. But yeah, we have a gun of infinite ammo that one-shots enemies. Careful where you walk down here, little one. These streets will chew you up as good as any predator. But, like, I want to go into the pawn shop. Oh, it's got an prawn shop. I get it. Hello? How doth I enter the prawn shop? What's going on over here? Hey, small fry. Word of advice, don't stick your claws in what's going on here. Hi, I'm in significant trouble. Do you want me to help with that? No, thank you. I'll never grow as a person if I don't learn to fight my own battles. Okay, hope it goes well. Thanks, it probably won't. Alright. When they were naming teams. You owe a lot of plastics, Porgy. A lot of plastics. You're good for it though, right? They can be A, but we should be the fighting mongooses. You'll be Universe A, and we'll be the fighting mongooses. Universe A and Universe 1. Alright, the hell's that? Another bread claw. I gotta find a place to sell all this shit. Hey, kid. Hey, mister. It's a good name. The Fighting Mongooses. Be sure to take care of yourself. I've seen too many good crabs let themselves waste away down here. They'll tell you no one gets polluted in the reef, but down here in the lower crust, it happens. It happens. Mongoose is a funny thing to say. Mongoose. Mongoose. Thanks, I'll be careful. I hope you have a real nice day. Alright, bye. You gotta change your name, Lenny. No. Come on, change your name. I said no. Look, we can't be a percussionist trio named Binko, Banko, and Leonard. And why the shall not? We sound like a goddamn comedy trio. Well, maybe we should do that instead. I'm listening. Legitimately, the writing in this game is so good. Dude, the shark just drove by. The shark just drove by? I saw the car. That's not it. Because I saw the car, the wheels of the car go by, but I did not see the driver. Why aren't you wearing a shell? You look cold. Just waiting for the right one, Just waiting for the right one, I suppose, kid. Yeah, Dune? Honestly, I like it down here where it's dark. Feels cozy, like being under a rock. I just wish the houses didn't get so soggy. Yeah, cardboard boxes will do that. But yeah, the writing in this game is so good, like, I legitimately want... I'm not going to, but I want to talk to every NPC. Everyone calls me Krusty. Hey, Krusty, over here, Krusty. Yo, Krusty, what's going on? I'm so tired of it. I'm sorry I have to deal with all that name calling. That's the worst part. It's my real name. Alright. Just taking it one day at a time. Maybe one day I can afford to make it a whole week at a time. Not getting my hopes up, though. Pretty. Yeesh, my commute to Flotsam's Vale's getting worse all the time. You ought to take a fish car. I heard it's pretty affordable. Huh, homie, I can't even afford the time of day. Don't I know it? Sure, it used to be. They only kept prices low until they could run Crab Taxi out of business. And Crab Taxi was just a scheme by wealthy investors to take funding away from the scale rail. And the scale rail was only going to serve privileged neighborhoods in the first place. So screw it. I'll swim there myself if I have to. Based. No, true. Taxis were created by companies to take funding away from the train systems, and even then, they weren't building trains to go everywhere for everybody. No, 100%. I used to work out of the Vale, sorting garbage for Shellfish Corps. Now, but things outside the reef. But things outside the reef have been getting scarier lately. Crabs losing their minds, new predators coming in. No thanks. No job is worth that. I'll take my chances at the city. At least the only predators I gotta worry about here are the loan sharks. Hey, I'm looking for one of those. Where's the loan shark? Take me to the loan shark. Take me to the loan shark. Well, I can't get into the prawn shop. So how do I get out of here? Not a lot of hermits left in the reef these days. Not really sure why. Any mass migrations I should know about? Beats me, I'm not really involved with the community. Sorry. Well, happy to meet you regardless. Keep safe, Smell Fry. Can jet around with oxygen for burst of speed? Yeah, I've seen that shit. Hey, little guy. I'm not that little. You think so? I'm pretty little, and you're even littler than little old me. Step out of the city, meet some real big guys, and you'll feel pretty little, pretty quick. Alright. How the hell do I get out of here? Help, I'm lost. There's something up there that I want. Oh, I love your shell, little cutie. Thanks, it's new. It doesn't really feel like me, though. This shell is for murder. I don't like it. I don't like murder. Yeah, dude. Yeti crabs feel wrong like, hair on crabs feels wrong.
Will you wear it well in the meantime, sweetie? I'm sure you'll find the right shell for you eventually. I'll let you in on a little secret. If you ever find a shell you're really fond of, you can pay Shellfish Desires to insure it for you. That way, if it ever gets lost or damaged, they'll replace it for you, no questions asked. That's actually pretty useful. Thanks, ma'am.
Bottom feeders. What's weird is that crabs do have hair.
Ahoy there, traveler. Pull up a cork and stay a while.
Whoa, I ain't seen you before, mister. You come to the right place. Mom's bar's pretty cool and popular. Hey, you a customer? You ought to talk to my mom. She's the one in charge.
These little guys make my trips out to open ocean a little less lonely and a little more safe. What more could a crab ask for, you know? Oh, I love the orange peel for her hair. Legitimately, that's a great design. Nema, that's a great design. Hey there, youngin'. Welcome to Bottom Feeders. Finest little watering hole this side of the slurry.
Hi, my name's Krill. I'm new to town, I guess.
Thought I recognized a fresh face. Pleased as plastic to meet you, Krill. Name's Nema. If you've got the money, why not stop on in for a bite? My kiddos and I would love to have you. We also offer a stowaway hiring service if you're interested in such a thing.
Hey, if it's not too much of a bother, I'm looking for a shark that took my shell. Any chance he stopped by here?
Fairly sure I'd remember a fella like that swimming into my establishment. Sorry, kiddo.
It's okay. No worries.
It's very cursed to have hair instead of teeth.
What's this? You mentioned something about stowaways. What are those? You've got a couple of them, dude.
Oh, I'm sure you've seen them around. That's our nickname for any sort of little fella that sticks itself to your shell, little fella.
Oh, like a barnacle?
Exactly. And for the right price, there's all sorts of them that might tag along.
People pay for that?
They sure do, hun. Lots of our visitors here are travelers just stopping by who could use a little company on the road. You ought to consider it if you've got a long journey ahead of you. The open ocean can get mighty lonely, hun.
I'll think about it. Thanks, ma'am.
Call me Nema, hun. I'm not a crabby old lady just yet. Razor blade. But increased attack speed. Minus attack, but increased attack speed. Lug nut. Or plus attack speed, but reduce. I could equip both of these and just cancel them out. Because this is plus 33 attack, reduced attack speed. This is minus 33 attack and increased attack speed. So this will negate both the positive and negative attack and the positive and negative attack speed. Packing peanut. A chunk of a buoyant alien substance. Take no damage from falling into the abyss. Lamprey. An eel-like blood-sucking fish with many circular rows of teeth. 3% health drain. 28 attack required. Okay. Ooh, increased stowaway capacity? Spend 2,500 microplastics to increase stowaway capacity. Don't have that yet. Alright, let's activate this. Spend Light is on Amazon Prime with no description. Oh, I'm up here now. Yoink. It's a cartoon. Just leave that on for the kids. It's a cartoon. It's fine. Just leave it on for the kids. It's a cartoon. Reminded me of when everyone was saying a good Christian. I know what I'm bringing to Sunday school. I know what I'm bringing to Sunday school. Hey, so y'all ever seen Spirited Away?
Hi there, Scrap. It's a fine piece of metal in your claws there.
This dude, this is... just give him, like, the big nose. Waiting for the soot sprites. Absolutely.
It's a fine piece of metal in your claws there. Lots of promise. Care to make it shine with me, Scrap?
Have you seen my shell? I almost don't want to ask, but did a big jerk shark come here trying to sell a shell for scrap? It would have probably seemed crazy to you because the shell was super gorgeous and cool.
He came by, turned that shell to scrap soon as I could.
What? Are you serious?
Sure as seafoam I am. Wait, you said a shark? Scrap that, my mistake. No sharks came by, nay.
What did you think I said? You almost gave me a heart attack.
No need to shout, Scrap. My ears work just fine.
Make it shine. You mean my fork? This is just a piece of junk I found in my neighborhood.
Aye, and what a piece of junk it is, Scrap. Brings this old smith some relics he can break down.
Hard to tell with no scale. Well, there's a realistic gun right next to him.
And he'll show you what that junk of yours can truly do.
Sounds useful. One stainless relic? Dungeness to the size of a hermit crab. Oh, and she was, yeah. Not enough stainless relics. Oh well. Oh, they've got like... They've got him in a wheelchair made of like... wagon wheels and like door stoppers. He's got like a lamp arm. I will also say Japanese spider crab because I think he is meant to be a reference to Spirited Away. Living by the square lets me visit Topside almost 3 times a week. It's almost like I'm a real Topsider. Yeah. Cool S. Cool S. Other than slight colorization, they're visually similar size as the differentiator.
The doctor said I can go back to work if I'm not coughing up blood.
Yeah, Scabs? You know, I'm not as tough as I look. You don't look that tough. Thanks for rubbing it in, guy. Jesus Christ. Roughing it in the city ain't easy, but I'd rather be struggling down here than dead out there. We get news of more towns getting polluted every week. Count me out of that kind of vibe. Cubicle. Oh, instead of... Amazon? Oh, excuse me. Can have legs that are 6 feet long. Well, that guy didn't have any legs, so... Eric.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Steady on. Now one step further, mate. You're gonna want to keep your distance.
How come?
How come? Your eyes full of sediment, mate? Can't you see what I am? I'm the type of guy who hurts everyone I touches, mate.
Oh. That can't possibly be true. I bet you just haven't found the right person to show your affection to yet. I could give you a hug. Maybe that'll help open you up.
Bloody shell, mate. You're an odd one. Take my advice and leave me be, savvy?
I tried.
What I bloody tell you, mate. Everyone's got the same story. Oh, Eric can't be that pointy. They've got such a sense of humour. And then what happens? You get poked, just like the rest of them. Can't say I didn't warn you, mate.
I won't give up. Well, I won't give up. I'm gonna hug you, no matter what it takes.
Look, mate, I really appreciate the effort, but I wasn't being metaphorical. You see the spikes, right? The physical spikes, mate. The spikes that'll spike you.
I've been through worse.
It's your funeral, mate. Alright, great joking around, mate. But seriously, stop it. This is mighty embarrassing.
I'll never stop. I just can't leave you like this.
Look, I'm doing fine, mate. Trust me. I was just being melodramatic. I'm sorry I said anything. Just be in your merry way and forget this ever happened, alright? God, I can't bear to watch. You gotta stop doing this to yourself. Can't you see I'm no good for you?
You're wrong about yourself.
Look, mate, I understand your desire to fix me. Perhaps you see something in me that you want to fix in yourself, eh?
But there ain't no getting around it. Two of us are fundamentally incompatible, savvy?
Ain't nothing healthy about two folks who can only hurt each other, trying to stay close, just to fill some kind of perceived void, mate. And it ain't no act of kindness to force yourself into someone's life when they've made it real clear it ain't the right call. I'd love it if this could work, but you just gotta move on. Sometimes there ain't no happy endings.
Oh, yes? Yeah.
You ain't normal, mate. This weren't no act of kindness to begin with, were it? You're some kind of masochist. Either that, or you just get up on watching my reaction as you fling yourself into harm's way over and over. I won't be enabling you any longer. Poke yourself to death for all I care, mate. Almost as much as better than I. Right, okay. Okay. Good God, mate, you're a real sicko. Take my special technique and get out of here, freak. Is that what you wanted? Did that make it all worth it? You find all sorts of types in the lower crust. But you really take the crab cake. Urchin toss. Throw an urchin that sticks to enemies before exploding. Why are you still doing this? Why are you still doing this? Good times. For the last time, Isla, give him the snips is not a full plan. The DDD side special, eh? Give him the clamps.
But Mom, they're making a move on Porgy, and the snips always work. Back me up on this, Ida.
Sorry, Isla, but Mom has a point. The crabs Porgy is in deep with aren't the kind you can just snip away. Give him the clamps is an ironclad strat. Absolutely. Huh. That's a bit of junk down there I can pick up. I've still yet to find a place. I have found 3 different shops. I've yet to actually find a spot where I can sell the junk I'm picking up. Yep, boing. Clamps versus Roberto, who wins?
Oh. Stabbing doesn't work as well on robots as it does on meat bags, so... Clamps. I'm gonna say clamps. Limp it. Like... Yeah. Like, in I think it's the introduction of the mob bots. Like, the first time we see them, they shoot up a guy in a meat locker, in a meat fridge, and then they said, "Let that be a warning to you." And he's fine. Are you kidding me? It's one of the first 4 seasons. Of course it's a good episode. Talk about the cement shoes and how they're actually more comfortable. Alright. Ah. Gimme, gimme, gimme. The controls are actually way more intuitive than I remember. Like, I didn't have to fumble around for a second trying to remember what button did what. Well, shit. Alright, we can use these sponges to bounce back up. Blotto. Blotto was a real good one-off character. I miss Blotto. Alright, I can go... this way? Yeah, alright. Do you have anything for me?
Excuse me, what is this building? What ho, little one? You stand before the new Carcinia Museum of Carcinized History, I say. Ah, neat, can I go in? Apologies, but the museum is currently closed to the public while we put the finishing touches on the new exhibition. Oh. Hey, I'm looking for a tall shark who stole my shell. Seen anyone like that? Can't say I have. But, if I traveled here to find stolen goods, I'd start in the lower crust beneath us. Gotcha, thanks. Be careful down there, I say. It's gotta be somewhere. Just gotta find where the shark went. Okay, now that I've talked to... now that I've talked to enough people... Okay. I'm curious if I talk to enough of the other people, if somebody shows up at the prawn shop, because it was interesting there was nobody there. This city is so big, how am I ever gonna find my shell? This place is stupid. And it's loud. Why couldn't everyone just leave me alone? Everywhere I turn, someone's trying to take something away from me. Or sell me some kind of... Pronathan. Is there like a day-night cycle? No, so in the lower crust, it's just darker. Because, like, we're literally covered by the upper part of the city. Scuttle up, fellow citizens. It's the grand opening of the prawn shop full of legitimate shallows-made wares. We got plastics, we got metals, we got packing foam. We got garbage we ain't even heard of yet. Yeah, okay. Speak the devil's name and he shall make himself known. That's my shell! Are you serious? This guy's still following me? Alright, play cool. I don't know what you're talking about. Seriously, give that back. It was stolen from me by a jerk shark. Well, first off, that shark seemed super cool and chill to me. Oh. Oh, he's a new prawn. We're up to no good. Alright. So this is the lone shark. Pronathan is the lone shark. I thought it was an octopus playing with the grabby thing. Second of all, he sold it to me fair and square. You want it back? You gotta buy it like everything else in the store. That's how the prawn shop works, baby. Well, how much? What can I actually pay with? Depends what you got, pal. Got a few microplastics, I guess, and some string. Look, that shell's really important to me. It's gonna be another shark holding it. Could I work for it or something? I'll do anything. Anything, huh? Well, I guess I could probably come up with some arduous and meaningless time sinks for you to partake in and to earn your shell back. For starters, why don't you scrape the particles off my sweaty... Wait. Did you hear that? Hear what? Belay this conversation, kid. Trash Island is here. This always catches me off guard. I gotta get ready before I miss on some prime plastics. Hey, I'm not done talking to you. Trash Island. Is it one of those, like, giant floating...
Trash day! It's trash day! Everyone get your baskets! Don't miss out!
Oh, it's one of those, like, giant, literal barges that are just made of garbage that we just sent out to sea.
Back off! I saw it first! Get your own trash, bump suckers!
Assorted crab noises.
What is that thing?
I've never seen anything like it.
It's a message from the captain! It's got his face right on it! It's gotta be!
Excuse me? Excuse me, please. Pardon me. Excuse me, young lady. As New Cassinia's official historian, I'm sure I can shed some light on... My God! If I'm not mistaken, this is part of a map! A map showing the way to a most valuable treasure, I say. If someone were to find its missing pieces and decipher them, why, they'd be rich beyond their wildest dreams, I say.
Rich? I like the sound of that. That treasure's as good as mine. I'll be able to afford the flashiest shell in the ocean, you know?
Not if I get there first. Think of all the tourists that treasure can bring to our city.
Well, don't you count out us bottom-siders. You'll be eating your hat when I get that treasure and fix up my restaurant.
It would appear the hunt is on, I say. The first stop on the map seems to be the forest to the north of here. May the best, Crab.
Apologies for the interruption, folks. I seem to have misheard something. I could have almost sworn there were some citizens here planning on unearthing some valuables.
These designs are so sick.
Need I remind you all how threatening the ocean is outside this reef? I'd hope it would go without saying that the duty of such a dangerous excavation would fall to the Shellfish Corporation. That would be safest for all involved. Don't you agree?
Yeah, we hear you, Roland. No problem.
Then, as Shellfish Corp's CEO and this fair city's de facto mayor, I suppose no one would have any objections to my taking sole control of this treasure hunt. Are we all in agreement?
Oh dear. I suppose that sounds all right with me, I say.
You hear what they're talking about over there?
Sounds like some kind of crazy treasure hunt.
Hey kid, I just got an idea. If you can go get that treasure they're jawing about, I'll gladly trade your shell for it.
For real? You'd really do that?
You bet. A prawn never goes back on his promise.
Aw, yeah!
Nice pants.
I'm gonna find that treasure!
Haha,
Yeah,
you go,
buddy?
kid. Roland can't tell us what to do. That treasure belongs to whoever can find it first.
The corporation.
This squid just pointed the Home Depot special at me.
I suppose a little friendly competition is only fair.
This squid just pointed the gun at me that killed Shinzo Abe. And I have a real giant gun.
See you in the open ocean, treasure hunters.
I think that squid, so the pink eyes to me is, from what I can tell in this game's motif, the pink eyes are, it's called polluted. Why would you ever elect a man like that? So he was only elected, in that cutscene, he said, "I am the CEO of this corporation and the de facto mayor," making it sound like I have the biggest business in the city. I'm in charge. I own the most stuff. It's an oligarchy. It's a singular oligarchy. Dang, that was crazy with the capital Z. You really stepped in it now, kid. That squid that hangs around Roland doesn't think twice about disappearing people. You told me to! Hey, I recall merely making a suggestion, pal. But the offer still stands. If you can give me the treasure, the shell's all yours. Okay, well, where do I start? Weren't you listening to that old dude? It's off in the Grove, way north of here. You got a bit of a walk ahead of you. Great. Well, I guess I have no choice now. I'm on this treasure hunt, whether I like it or not. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you find any other junk out there, I'll take it off your hands for some microplastic. Fair's fair. Sell junk, finally. Sell all. Sell all. Sell all. Oh yeah. Now we got some money. Buy junk. Carry more barbed hooks at once. Stainless relic. Oh, okay, that's right. These are used for upgrading my... I mean, I also don't need this, because, like, I have the gun. Why would I ever use my sword? My fork. Thing is so gross, dude. I'll give you a discount. Just please get this off my shell. Home. I can just, like, for 999,999,999 microplastics, I can buy my home back. Sorry, kid, you're not getting this back until you give me that treasure. Shark egg. This feels kind of unethical. Heart kelp sprout. Just drifted into town and you're already making waves, kiddo. If it wasn't for you, we'd all have just rolled over and let Roland step all over us like usual. So we're all going after the treasure then? Seems like it. Oh no. I'm gonna kill this woman and make orphans. We're all going after the treasure. I'm gonna kill this woman and make orphans out of her children. If that old-timer who runs the museum ain't pulling our claws, whoever gets that treasure's gonna have some serious pull around town. But honestly, as long as someone gets it who ain't Roland, most of us will be pretty darn pleased. Who is that guy anyway? Why does everyone hate him so much? Welcome to the fucking reef, homie. Roland? Only the CEO of Shellfish Corp, the largest trash scavenging operation out there. Besides, what a few independent traders haul in with their own two claws. All trash that makes its way into New Cosinia goes through Roland. So he's got some deep pockets. Shellfish Corp owns most of the buildings in town by now, and charges a pretty plastic for the privilege of living in them. Those of us down in the lower crust, you could say we ain't really fans of the way things are going. So, taking him down a peg by waving some treasure in his face? I can think of a lot worse ways of spending his tithe too. But enough about Roland. We gotta make tracks towards the treasure. That museum curator told us to head towards the Grove, right? Head north, yeah. Fortress full of colorful fish? Oh god, you're right! Probably why people fear clowns. Oh yeah, this is gonna rule. A real chance to go up against my idol, Roland. Your idol? You like that guy? Of course I do. He's a business genius, you know? Roland came into this town with nothing, save the clothing on his back, and a trash scavenging empire that goes back generations. Oh, is that all? And he built that empire up into something bigger. Into a somewhat bigger empire all on his own. People are concerned about venomous clowns. Why go after the treasure if you think he's so cool then? You really don't know the first thing about business, kid. Sure, I respect Roland, but we're also in the same market, and that makes us rivals. The free market demands I do my best to one-up him. That's the spirit of healthy competition and antitrust laws.
Heavens, what excitement. I'll be tagging along in your little treasure hunt. I simply must document it for all of my followers. Who are followers? You know, followers. People who follow me around, just desperate to know what I'm up to. Do you mean to tell me you don't have any? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. A real-life treasure hunt.
I'm sorry, his name is Tortellini Gabagool.
This is the sort of thing you read about in books as a little crablet. Do you think we'll fight a shark? Or a bobbit worm?
If there's bobbit worms in this game, I'm gonna go fucking insane.
Or one of those horrendous monstrosities that only live in the deepest depths of the drain?
I really hope not. Not wearing a food hat. Disappointing. But yeah, if there's bobbit worms in this game, I'm gonna go fucking insane. Gonna actually lose it. I hate bobbit worms so much.
Roland owns most of the industry around here. There aren't many folks around brave enough to stand up to him. But you really got us all fired up. He's gonna regret it if he really thinks if he thinks we're just a bunch of soft shells.
What's a couple bobbit worms between friends?
So say I, Bartleby Shoals.
Alright. Hagfish and lamprey? Ooh, lamprey. Yeah, no, I hate lamprey. Yeah, no. Those also...
Welcome to Carcinia Heights, luxury homes with luxury views for the luxurious upper cruster yearning for a life of luxury. Homes start at as low as 1.5 million microplastics. Wow, a real-life treasure hunt right in our city. A tale of adventure, tragedy, betrayal, romance? Maybe if I hurry I can snag the novelization rights.
Alright. Let's freaking go for it. Whee!
Trash Day still finds a way to surprise me after all this time. How fun it'll be to swim all the way up to Trash Island as it passes by. I bet you'd come back the richest crab in town.
Its slime acts like quick foam. Once it touches water, it expands rapidly, becomes impossible to hold or hurt them. Weird. Nature is wild, and the ocean consistently surprises me with all the fucked up shit it can do. Like, evolution fucking went ham in the ocean. No one's that strong of a swimmer. Worst case scenario, you'll just get stuck up there. Alright, I didn't ask. I mean, I guess I did kind of walk up to you. just kind of get all up in your business, but like, who cares? There's a reason our ancestors got the fuck out of there. Yeah, the most they evolve is the wherewithal to understand, oh, it's only gonna get worse down here? Nah, I'm not built for that. Alright, I think I came to the wrong part of town. But north. Yeah, okay. The sands between. Can I hop down there? Oh, okay, so the actual exit is down in the lower crust. Understood. Despite it all, I'm just happy to have a home here at all. At least we don't fall victim to bandit raids in the like the towns in the open ocean. It's okay, I'll just shoot them. I wish Elden Ring had a real gun like this. Mosasaur. I'm good. Gonna Crofi BRB. Come to the city, they said. It's safe inside the reef, they said. Fat lot of good if we can't even afford a place inside the walls. Still better than staying out here with that beast out and about. Is it? What's stopping that thing from coming here anyway? What, you don't trust the scent markers? Have a little faith in technology. Scent markers, huh? A lot of talk about the end of the world these days. It's only a matter of time before whatever's gunking up Crab's minds out there comes to gunk us up too. Or, you know, so they say. Y'all figure that stuff is really true? Who gives a ship? If my rent goes down soon, the world can go ahead and end as far as I'm concerned. So true, brother. Heck yeah, I've never been to the open ocean before. Vandal? Cool name. Enchanted Grove, here we come. Oh, hey, Nema. Whoa, hold your seahorses, kiddo. Look, we're technically rivals in this treasure hunt thingamajig. But that don't mean I want to see you get devoured before my eyes. What did I do wrong? Look, there's rules to explore in the sands between. Namely, steps you gotta take from preventing him from slurping you right out of your shell and eating you whole. See these arches? Folks who commute from here have done a pretty good job of scenting routes to the nearby areas. Scenting? Yep, laying down scents that he ain't a fan of. No matter how tasty you are, he won't pass near that path. Wait, who are we talking about? Who is this guy? Look, just stick to the arches, okay, kiddo? And if you get chased, make your way back to one of them as quickly as you can. Can do.
So, you're serious about this adventure hunt after all?
Of course I am. This is my only way to get my shell back. Please don't take offense, but I half suspected you'd lose your nerve, I say. The sands between are no place for an innocent crab. Whatever. I'm super brave. Let's just get this over with so I can go home. Point me in the right direction. Oh, you might have what it takes after all, child. Such a willingness to run off and get killed in the name of discovery. It brings a tear to my eye, I say. Since you're new here, I'll give you an overview. To the north is the Enchanted Grove, once a reclusive village of spiritualists. East of here is Flotsam Vale, the company town of Shellfish Corp. And west, I wouldn't go west without a good reason. Not that it matters, the captain's map has pointed us north towards the Enchanted Grove. Meet me there, and we can discuss our next steps. Yes, sir. Hey, a cigarette butt. I saw a kid smoking one of those. The Ravenous. I did it. 20,000? What a fight. Another crab. The size of a crab knows no upper or lower bounds. Revives you once upon death at the cost of this stowaway. I feel so pumped up right now. Maybe that lobster has a point. I should go back to Conch and see where the next map piece leads us. Bebop Cup. Cute. God damn, 20,000 from killing that guy. I wonder if he'll respawn. A barbed hook. I'm going east.
No.
Okay, so there are so there are bobbit worms. That's fine. That's fine. Fuck. I hate bobbit worms. Ugh. Alright, so north. I mean, east. Let's head back over there to where the bob... Actually, did this guy respawn? Googly eye. That's a fun stowaway. I'm going back over here, so I gotta dodge, is what I gotta do. No! Fuck. Settings. Take the gun away. Give it back. Come on. There we go. Come on. I'll get there, I'll get there, I'll get there. Go over. Settings. Ah! Cool. Gun's back. Why am I not locking onto it? There! Gotta hate those things. Okay, it's dead though. I feel better about myself. I'm gonna follow the rings north. Get out of here. Hey, red solo cup. Pick up some of these other... I think I've already gotten a thimble. I haven't found a snail shot glass. I've already gotten a shot glass.
Yakult.
Those are delicious. A Yakult. Spelled different, but those are delicious. Sauce nozzle I've already gotten. It's another sauce nozzle, I think. That's like a PBR or a soda can. Yeah. Still no idea what's going on with those. Barbed hook. Oh, there's something. Ooh, okay. All right, so I got to go up there to get the or at least up there is a easy. Ooh, super shiny. Phytoplankton, a family of fun-sized photosynthetic friends. Consuming a heart kelp pod regenerates a small amount of umami. Cool. An anemone. Yes, please. Shortcut. Hello again, Tortellini. Wowee, this is the farthest I've ever been from home by a country fathom. Check it out. You can even see the grove from up here. This is gonna be a swell adventure, I can already tell. Grove is north of us. Oh! I found the grove. Alright. Touch the current. Moon snail shell found. Alright, let's... in good claws. Buy some shell insurance? I didn't, though. Oh, we've got so many microplastics now. Okay, 17 out of 69. Alright. Yeah, let's level up. Big level up. Alright. And let's shelleport to upper crust, lower crust. No, not what I wanted. I thought it would, like, expand out again so that I could read more of the teleportation options. Didn't want to go back here. Is there just, like, missions or something available? Is that what that is? Talk to Moon Snail.
The hermit crab returns, prepared to augment his abilities.
Learn skill. Defeating an enemy with an umami-based attack will restore an umami charge and temporarily boost MSG. Our gun is an umami ability.
Many scholars describe umami as what makes up a living creature's soul. This is not entirely correct, for to describe it as such is to imply a firm barrier between the soul and the body, and furthermore, between a creature's existence and that of the ocean itself. But there is no such barrier. Umami is not each living creature, it is all. And though the hermit crab stares confused at his mentor, he instinctively understands this more and more with each skill he learns.
Cool, bye. Nope. Not what I wanted. One thing I would love is to see a full map. You know what I mean? Like... There, okay. I found it. And I defeated all of the bosses in this area. Okay, I understand now. And then in... I'm gonna teleport to... New Carcinia again, and I'm going to double check the map around New Carcinia, because there's some outskirts stuff that we didn't do. I'm not seeing a boss on the map for now. All right. Central Vista Sands Between. And once again, let's take a look at this large map. I killed a guy. Why isn't that guy I killed on the map? Alright, let's go north then to the Grove. It is... That's where we are. It's still just directly north. Okay. Party hat. And then whatever those cubes are. I've yet to find out what those cubes are or what they do. Hey you. Me? What do you call a blue crab who goes on a lot of dates? What? Sleeping with Wait, did I say a crab or a fish? Damn it! I have been waiting so long for someone to come by to tell them my joke, and I screwed it up. I'm so stupid. That's the last straw. My life is worthless. That was self-defense, right? Jesus. Easy. Read me a Magic the Gathering card. All right. Come on. There we go. Ah, 22. All right, let's... Oh. Some of these are like facing up and some of them are facing down. That's fun. That's fine, in all honesty. So long as we get to 22. For Krill's level, we are level 22. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Magic card 22. Air Servant. This is a 4-drop, 4 colorless, 1 blue mana. Creature, Elemental. This is a 4/3 with flying, 4/3 Elemental with flying. For 2 colorless and 1 blue, tap target creature with flying. So it's a blue card. That's really, first of all, I don't know, it won't focus on the art. This is from Core Set 2014. That is some pretty cool art. Yeah, no, it's a good flyer, good for taking out other flyers. You know, you tap the enemy's flyer and then go in. A couple of days learned that they made a Zangief card. How did no one tell me about the Street Fighter collab? They've done so many collaborations. I personally am not a fan of the collaborations that they do. I think Zangief would probably just be a reskin. Like, a lot of times when they do collaborations for, I think they call it Worlds Beyond, is when they do collaborations with things that don't... He's actually an original? Un moment. No. Alright, cool. Half that stack of magic cards just fell. Made an original character with the same mechanics a year later. Interesting. Did it have, because a lot of times when they do that, it'll have, like, the name of, the card that it's, like, a retexture of, or a reskin of, like, underneath. Did it say Zangief underneath the original character? That'd be funny. I don't think they would do that, but... Hell yeah. Break the bottle. Posted them in general. Ah, hell yeah. Zangief the Red Cyclone. He's a 5-drop legendary human warrior. Oh, hang on. Is that for Unfinity? Hang on. No, not Unfinity. What is that? What is that symbol? What is that? What set is Zangief from? That's the secret layer. Okay, I was about to say that's a. I was about to say I recognize that emblem. He's a 7/4. Must be blocked if able. As long as it's your turn, Zangief is indestructible. And then they turned it into Marika, brutal gladiator, human warrior, must be block disabled. Yeah. Holy shit. Year later, they made it an original. Sick. Then the Godzilla card, which is just skin. Cool, nice. North. We head north into the grove. Well, considering how invincible I am, surely it would be no problem to just go kill a man. Moon snail shell found. Alright, what's going on over here? Oh, are these are dead people. Hello? You again, vagabond. I am pleased you survived. I barely recognized you. You're the guard from Slacktide, right? That nice hat. Indeed. Chitin is my name. However, I have shed my title. I was foolish to pledge my sword to a lord so easily swayed by greed. You understand, don't you? The consequences of the fall of Slacktide? No one to guard the bridge? Far more serious, vagabond. You annihilated what annihilated Slacktide was an infection. He's a rock lobster. At first, I thought it a pollution of the body. Now, I suspect it stems from the mind. Regardless, I believe it was the Duchess's greed that invited it into her lands. And until those like her are annihilated, the infection will spread, and spread, and spread. For this purpose, I have arrived at this grove. Sick. False lobster. But they look so cool. This guy. Next, he's gonna tell me the restaurant chain Red Lobster is also a false lobster. Can you believe such heresy? Mason jar. It's like if another ape evolved to look similar to gorilla. We would still call them gorillas. We'd actually call them gorilla. Yeah, like Homo sapien sapien. Nice. Tennis ball. I've already got the tennis ball. Drift. The world crumbles beneath us. Don't you feel it? What has been built will return to sand, and what was forgotten will reemerge. Our home. Our brilliant home. That's cool, buddy. Tennis ball. Ooh, clothes claw. Clothespins I can sell for like a lot, if I remember correctly. Imagine being named Jonathan. I mean, I think two first names is funny. Like when somebody's last name is also a first name. That's not a real name.
Hey, look who it is. Honestly thought you might have died in the sands between, you know? No way, I'm pretty strong. I like your confidence, pal. And at the very least, you made it this far. But stuff's gonna get rougher from here, you know. The Grove used to be a real chill village full of lovable country bumpkins. Real salt of the sea types. But anyone who gets the paper knows what happened here by now. Just 10 or 20 tides ago, a bunch of them went totally nuts. Human, sir? Foaming at the mouth, saying all kinds of weird stuff. And wouldn't you know it, those crazy crabs up and killed all the rest of them. That's terrible. Don't lose much sleep over it. Happens all the time these days. That seems really, really bad. Yeah, it's not great. But what can you do, you know? That's life in the sticks. I just got myself lucky for my cozy apartment in New Carcinia. There's nothing like that ever where nothing like that ever happens. Foreshadowing is a literary device. Expired Grove? Oh, it's like swampy in here. Ice cream! I got ice cream. Hello, giant crab. Sinker, a heavy weight capable of dragging trash and creatures alike down to the depths. Attacks deal 20% balance damage. Alright, what the hell's balance damage? That's new. Oh, bottle cap. That's another thimble. Whoop. Old World Whirl. A shell from a forgotten time inscribed with knowledge. Umami charges increased. Cool, I'm up here now. Farewell, losers. Alright, so up there's a shortcut. Started getting shot at? Yeah, the moment. Mason jar again. The thing is, I wasn't even trying to go for the banana peel because I've already collected that the banana peel. I was trying to pick up the thing, whatever it was that enemy dropped. Eggshell. Up. The only thing that sucks, believe it or not, the giant gun makes it very hard to gauge jumps for the platforming. Sniped.
Bottle cap, shot glass. Behind the waterfall. I like that those were fiddler crabs earlier. I'm trying to think what the other ones were. They're dead. That's all I can tell you. They're dead. Oh, okay. I think I'm supposed to figure out what this stuff is first and then come back out around here. I keep finding these X's in the ground with like little things coming, like clams or maybe like razor clams or gooey ducks or something, but I can't dig yet. Maybe. Another ice cream cone. Dead. Another X in the ground. Cool. Ah! Seahorse. I think I'm working backwards, is what just happened. That's fine. I don't even know what that is. I've never heard that before. I don't know what a calapa is. Calapa? The white tips are calapa. I'll take your word for it. Barnacle. It's really funny for a guy to square up just to get shot. And right back where I started. Bread claw. They're some of my favorite crabs. They remind me of Borok from Bionicles. I mean, so there is a Bionicle. When I saw Calapa, replace the L with an R, and that's just the name of a Bionicle. If you remember the was it the underwater set? Hang on. Carapa. I'm sorry, it was Carapar. Baraki. I was thinking of Carapar the Baraki. Taxodox, Pridox, Elic, Kalma. Hell yeah. Calipa. Crab. Oh, they look so silly. Oh, they look so silly. And then... oh, yeah, the Borok. Okay. Hang on. Yeah. And, great. Now all my tabs are mixed up. That's fine. Did he really just freaking drop another healing thing? God damn it. So I gotta get up there somehow, huh? Cool. It was still locked onto a dead enemy and I couldn't... Alright. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, Colt again. Cool. Oh, there is... Down and over. Hairclaw, that could probably be sold for quite a bit. Oh, it's fun. A bunch of shot glasses around the bottle. That's fun. Have you played, and would you recommend Rift Apart? Absolutely. So okay, so neurons activated. People really shouldn't be surprised about carcinization. You telling me you're able to resist the call of cooking prongs, snapping them together the second you have them just... Yeah. Yeah, I'd recommend Rift Apart. So the thing about... I would say that the issue is they marketed Rift Apart as, like, since it's the first Ratchet & Clank game on PS5, probably going to be the only Ratchet & Clank game on the PS5. The issue is they marketed it as a good entry point into the series, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's a good entry point into the series because, like, it uses a reoccurring villain, like the most reoccurring villain. Is it the topiary turret? Is it the topiary turret? And there goes that into the abyss, because I stood still too long. Fuck this game. So, yeah, it uses the most recurring villain in the franchise, and like the opening of the game. Hey, cow water. The opening of the game is literally a... What in God's name is that in the background? Seaweed. Yeah, so it uses, the opening to the game is literally a parade of previous things from the game. It runs through a brief little summary of kind of the premise of the series, like how Ratchet and Clank met and things like that. Thought it was a gigantic Portugal... Oh, a giant man of war? No. Giant jellyfish. It's honestly probably one of my favorite PS5 games. The gameplay's really tight. If you're playing it on PS5, it uses the DualShock controller really, or the DualSense controller really well. I don't know about on PC. I don't know if it implements the DualSense at all, like if you have one, if you plug it into your PC. I don't know if it works that way. The story's really good. I would say yeah, story's really good. Gameplay's really fun. It implemented a dodge mechanic into Ratchet & Clank, which is interesting, and it also implemented wall running. In general, it implemented a lot of new mobility things that Ratchet & Clank just didn't really have before. it had some wall running, but in the sense of, like, using your, like, hover boots, your, like, yeah, using hover boots that you use to, like, speed around levels and stuff. But, like, in Rift Apart, it's actual wall running. I don't know, like, I think Rift Apart rides an incredibly fine line of... I've heard the PC has compatibility with DualSense features. That's good, because I think the DualSense compatibility is legitimately, like, really good. It rides this really fine line of... If you've never played a Ratchet & Clank game before, I think it can catch you up to speed fairly quickly, but it also comes with the caveat of, this is, like, the 14th game in the franchise, and you have, God, at the time, I think it was 20 years. It came out in, like, 2021. The first game came out in 2022. So it's got the caveat of 20 years of history with these characters and stuff. Like, I personally would not recommend it as a first Ratchet & Clank game. However, as it's probably one of the best feeling Ratchet & Clank games, it plays incredibly well, and just as a PlayStation 5 exclusive, it is some of the best that the console has to offer. I would highly recommend it just as a good video game. But there's no other Ratchet & Clank games on Steam as far as I'm aware, and the only way to play the other Ratchet & Clank games on PC is to subscribe to the highest tier of PlayStation Plus for a month. And even then, if you're playing through them for the first time, you're probably not going to get through 12, 13 other games in a month. I hit it. Fuck you. Okay, I gotta go around. Yep, I hear you. Alright, so I still just gotta find a way up there. The little dudes that rolled into balls? Hang on, how the hell do I get up there? And they lunge their heads forward. They go like this. Yeah, dude. Buy yourself a legitimate copy, have a DVD drive. To rip them. Ah. I mean, I suppose you could emulate, but for legal reasons, I should say that you can stream them through PlayStation on PC. Is that it? I am personally subscribed to PlayStation Plus. I have access to all of them on PC, and I play them often. How the hell do I get up there? Emulator. Is that the name of the new PlayStation? Huh? They just ported old games. God of War, Ratchet and Clank. There's been whispers in the wind that they are planning on a full, like, top-to-bottom remake of God of War 1 in the style of the new God of War games, which, having recently played through God of War, like, the original God of War 2005, you know, recently, I'd be interested to see how they do that, because it is very platform-heavy, and the new games don't have a jump button, like, purposefully. God, I remember Cory Barlog, the director of the new games. People were so, like, hounding him. Or at least, I believe PS2 games get emulated. Ports would be remiss for PC. One of my favorite Key and Peele skits was... porn? Oh, like... pornography. I don't think I remember that bit. Ow. 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 Let me off of the urchins. Bad time. Diseased lycanthrope. Okay. Chum! Small friendly fish willing to come to its companion's defense. Hi, Tortellini. Wah! Ah! Leave me alone, don't talk to me! If they see you talking to me, they're going to know I'm not a bush! Giving it to people who wanted Kratos to be a two-dimensional killing machine with no... true. No, there was... I remember on Twitter, people were basically telling him what would make God of War Ragnarok good. Like... These are the same people who are like, he uses the same animations, bad game, it's not 100% original. Reused assets to make things easier on your developers? Kill yourself. Those kinds of assholes. Who are the same people who, so Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, beautiful game, phenomenal game, ran great, looks great, somebody was in, like, the corner of one of the maps running in a circle, and they were like, you see how the grass doesn't react to me running through it? If they want to contend for the AAA space to be Game of the Year, they're gonna have to do better. Like, it wasn't one of the best games on PS5. Shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down. Now, people were telling Cory Barlog what would make God of War Ragnarok great, and they were like, you gotta put a jump... tell the guy who wrote the game you're clearly invested in, doesn't have any idea what he wants to do. People were telling him, it's like, you gotta put a jump button in God of War Ragnarok. You gotta do it. Like, you have to. Not like a joshing, like, you gotta do it, man. No, like, people were angry, like, you have to. I will not buy your game if it doesn't have a jump button. And he was just, like, he was quote retweeting all of them, like, no. No. Just a very simple, not even a retort of, like, why he wasn't putting in a jump button, but he was just like, no. So cool. Okay, I'm sorry. A lack of jump button did kill Gotham Knights. Yes, yes, that's definitely the thing that did Gotham Knights in. I should have been able to frickin' find. I think they use like a mantling system. It's like you could press the jump button at certain points to like climb up things or climb up edges and stuff. I just mean that in the sense that like Gotham Knights kind of dropped the ball on all fronts and also had a terrible PC port. I remember the PC port was also one of the reasons why the game did not do super well. I gotta play. I only ever played Arkham Asylum. I never played any of the other ones. Red Hood's warp was kind of like a jump. People are acrobats trained by the greatest martial artist in the world. I think jumping is warranted. No. Dick Grayson jumping? The Flying Who's? No. His parents were what? No. Uh-oh. We good? Okay. Yeah, now I gotta add it to the list of stream games. It's a masterpiece. I've seen the designs. I've seen, like... It's so funny to me that the only time they'll acknowledge Batman Beyond is in, like, costumes and stuff. Like, whenever they have, like, a big group of Batman's, like, disciples or, like, the people who Batman passes the mantle to, it's always, like, Nightwing and Red Hood, Red Robin, Batwoman, Batgirl, Oracle, like, all of these, even, spoiler... Gotham, Miss Gotham? Gotham Girl? What was Gotham's sister's name? Whatever. Batwing. Like, there's tons of people that have, that Batman has taken under his wing. Oh. I've seen that artwork. I've seen the, like, people, I saw those tweets where the people were like, I've been in meetings for months with like this art trying to get this movie made. So the only time outside of Batman Beyond the show where I've actually seen Terry McGinnis show up in like animated media is the god awful adaptation of Crisis on Infinite Earths that we got last year. Last year we got a 3-part Crisis on Infinite Earth movie. Movies. All 3 parts dropped last year. I think all 3 parts. Whatever. I watched them all last year. And Terry McGinnis's Batman is in that movie, those movies. And he's kind of wasted. Kind of sucks. Hey, cool. Can you like put that away? Or do I have to move? Yeah. Fucking God. Everyone else shines best as their own thing. Yeah, and Terry was always meant to be Batman, you know? This place is a mess, huh? You're doing great, though, pal. Not much further to go. Terry McGinnis is the Spider-Man of Batmans. How do you know? It just feels that way. Like victory's right around the corner, you know? Won't be long before that is to say we're one step closer to that legendary treasure. Yeah. Firth, you're not gonna betray me, right? I won't have to kill you, right, Firth? It would be a shame if I had to kill you, Firth. His life isn't complete misery. As far as the Bat family goes, he makes sassy quips and acrobatics. Yeah. I would say that, like, I think Jason Todd as a kid was pretty quippy. He's more of a smartass, I guess is the way to put it. But I really, really love Nightwing. Nightwing... Okay, so you can make the argument that the character of Sideways from, like, 2022 was created as a DC version of Peter Parker. Like, even in costume design, look up Sideways. DC superhero Sideways. Look at that character design. Like, he was created as kind of, like, a new kind of Spider-Man niche. But I genuinely think that the best Nightwing interpretations lean him a little Peter Parker, a little Spider-Man. Like, he just wants to help. Like, he is in such a better headspace than Bruce. Also aims for the balls if necessary. This is my OC Blue Spider Beetle. I have both volumes of Sideways. He got 2 volumes in his run. I think his run is over. I don't think there's a 3rd volume. I don't hate him. I don't hate the character. But it does feel very, like... Come on, guys. What are you doing here? Limp it. Alright, I gotta go out there. It's another can. High Tide Moonshine. What's the alcohol content? 80 proof. 40%. 40% alcohol. Jesus. Including the leg spikes bugs have. Dude, Phil Barrasa's designs for the Beatles in Young Justice, peak. Legitimately peak. I think Phil Barrasa is suffering from success in that his designs are everywhere. He has become very prolific as a character designer. And so it's very, like, easy to point out his work. And you could, you know, he's everywhere. You know, people could be getting tired of his designs. But I think his work on Young Justice is peak. Killed his dad, is prepared to kill Soups when he thought he went rogue. My most hot take is that I've always hated all of his work. You hate Phil Barrasa's work? Like, you don't... Aqualad. Aqualad and Young Justice. You don't like that? Dude. Not the physique. He redraws character like realistic Bruce Timm? Dude, season 2 of Young Justice is genuinely, like, peak superhero TV. The CW could never do what season 2 of Young Justice did. I wouldn't consider his stuff realistic Bruce Timm. People have gigantic heads and tiny faces. Are you sure about that? Muscles that don't weave like muscles do. Okay. I don't know. I think he has I think Phil Barrasa has a very satisfying use of shapes. Like his use of shapes, I always found really, really cool. Summit's pretty good. I really like... Oh. Oh, Secret Boss! Secret Boss! Meant to put that in general. I see it now in general. Yeah. I don't know, like that. Yes. Let's see this awesome secret boss. Bang. I do agree that's not a good look on Superman. Like, where is his wrist definition? It's just like arms right down. Like, there's no wrist definition at all. His neck is too wide. No, I do see that. Curdled Carbonara Connoisseur. Defeat the Curdled Carbonara Connoisseur. Easy. Fruit sticker. Piece of adhesive plastic often found attached to edible fruits. Increase microplastic rewards. This redesigns art to me. I don't think it's bad, but I really dislike it. Well... I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree. Ways I like, some don't. That's fair. I enjoyed his work character-wise. I did like the New 50s, which is... it's kind of based on. Yeah, definitely like in the costuming, it's definitely... like, I'm looking at this picture of Superman. He ain't got his fucking tidy red whiteys. He's not wearing his underwear on the outside, which is a shame. That's the best part of superhero design, is that sometimes it's dumb. I genuinely think that Batman and Superman designs work best because you need to break, in terms of like this, you need to break up the matching blue like pants and blue shirt instead of making it like a full onesie like that's broken up just by like a belt, like Batman's like yellow belt or Batman's also Flashpoint. Yeah, that is kind of what I mean in that, like, his art style is everywhere. He did those DC movies for a while. New 52 era, Bruce Timm animated series. I mean, yeah, the Bruce Timm stuff was the best. Like, as much as I like a lot of Phil Barras's work, he's got nothing on Bruce Timm. So wide. They're so wide. There we go. Now can I turn around and travel up this? Certainly not a life field. Definitely don't want to... yeah, no, like, I get it. And I mean, art is extremely subjective. Not all art is for all audiences. No. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm stuck. There's literally nothing I can do. With Jason O'Mara? Wasn't it Kevin Conroy? Gruff and caring? Yeah, I always really liked, again, going back to Young Justice, oh, I can see his face. He played, Christopher Pike in Bruce Greenwood. I always liked Bruce Greenwood. The OG trilogy, really cool. Nice. Yep, because there's nothing I could do. Watery grave. Oh no, you died. You love it. Don't you just love it? Lock on, please. I love that sometimes he wouldn't lock on. That's awesome. Kill. 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 I don't know what the fuck the last few Spider-Man animated shows have been doing, but after Spectacular, like first season of Ultimate, it went downhill so fast. I don't think I've ever watched a Spider-Man cartoon. Gendy has a very similar shape use philosophy as Bruce Timm. Yeah. Who did the character design in is a high recommend? I've heard good things about it. Who did the character design for the original Teen Titans? Because the original Teen Titans evokes some Gendy to me. Was that Wyatt? Was that Derek Wyatt? Oh my god. Yeah, no, his... Yeah, no. Thinking about Ben 10 Omniverse too? Yeah. Thinking about how, like... There's a particular way that, like, the hands... When the hands are idling at the sides... Like, think about, like, Samurai Jack's hands. If Samurai Jack is just standing there. And then think about all of the, like... design documents for Omniverse. Like, again, just like the standard posing with like the hands down by the side. I guess it's just a very like, oh, what? Yeah, Mystery Inc. and Omniverse I knew. I must have known that. I must have known that he did Teen Titans and it just escaped me for a moment. Mystery Inc. was a good one. Mystery Inc. was one of the best Scooby-Doo shows. I both did and didn't like Omniverse. I mean, we've had this conversation. Like, in my opinion, I think Omniverse has some of the highest highs for the original Ben 10 continuity and some of the lowest lows for the original Ben 10 continuity. Oh, no. It's been a while. It's been at least a couple of years since we've had this conversation, but I remember so distinctly because I think, like, you were rewatching Omniverse, and then hearing you talk about it made me want to rewatch Omniverse, so there was a... Whenever the last time you... Flows and filler were so annoying. Yeah. I'm gonna be real, I didn't like all of Wyatt's redesigns. Like, I don't like what he did to Spider Monkey. I don't like what he did to Edel. Weirdly specific, but I don't like his take on Edel. Which is weird, because Edel only showed up in, like, one episode of Ultimate Alien before they pivoted I marathoned all of them a while ago. I tried restarting, like, last year. I got through, like, 2 seasons of the original Ben 10, and then I was just like, you know, I think I'd rather just watch, like, new shows and new movies. Maybe I'll go back. You know what I never finished? I never finished Alien Force. Was going for so much. I love the original Ben 10. I forgot, the thing is, rewatching Ben 10, I forgot how many threads there were. I completely forgot about the Forever Knights. I was like, oh my god, I forgot about all the Arthurian shit. I forgot about all of this. This was like an important thread. This was everywhere. There were like whole arcs that were about these dudes. I forgot about the Forever Knights. Anyway, yeah, like, original Ben 10. So I watched the original Ben 10. I remember watching about 5 or 6 episodes of Alien Force when that started up, and I was like, you know, wasn't quite feeling it. But then I picked the show back up for Ultimate Alien. Like, I don't know what changed, but like I picked the show back up for Ultimate Alien. Dude, Kevin has had such a roller coaster. The only thing is they kept kind of retconning Kevin's stuff, like his powers became like alien powers. Like they kept the Osmosian stuff. It felt like they kept changing what Osmosians were. I don't know. It was a whole thing. But yeah, like the Levin nerfs are tragic. Yeah. Watched all of Ben 10. Couldn't get into Alien Force. Got into Ultimate Alien. Watched all of Ultimate Alien. And then I just didn't get into Omniverse. I binged all of Omniverse later, but I never... What the fuck was Ultimate Alien? An excuse to sell more toys? That's the one that started with Agrigor, the Osmosian that I can only think of Alien Force where Ben has the green jacket. Ultimate Alien starts with Agrigor, and that's where we kind of learn more about what Kevin is in terms of like alien shit. Gwen, I think, gets her full, like, alien, like, witch form, like, that full, like, pinkish black. Dictionary definition of when the villain joins the... Yeah! Was, like, an arc of Alien Force. Yeah, is when he blows up the... Yeah. I'm also gonna say it. The design for the Omnitrix in Omniverse fucking blows. I think the Omniverse is the worst design for the Omnitrix. Like that little white square watch of his. That design is so tragic. It's such a fucking downgrade. Of course, Alien X Supremacy. Dude, Alien X was so fascinating. But, like, the Omnitrix went from a big, bulky, weird watch, like, oh, it's so weird and alien, what is this thing? And then they turned it into, like, a really cool, like, green gauntlet. I'm like, okay, no, I still vibe with this. Like, for Ultimate Alien, it turned into, like, the big green gauntlet, and then, like, Omniverse was just so tragic. Crimson shit. I hate it! I hate it! I like a lot of the original designs in Omniverse. Like when Wyatt was just allowed to go ham. When Derek J. Wyatt was like allowed to just do his own thing. Great designs came out of that. But when you asked him to redesign older aliens, like, I didn't like what he did to so many of them. Oh, you've made it, I say. We've been sitting here for a while. I should say the same to you. Are your knees doing okay? Yeah, like, Alien X was always, like, kind of peak. Way Big was also really peak. Thank you, Nightbot. Way Big was also, like, super peak. I love Way Big so much. Like, Ultraman style stuff. Yeah.
Excuse me, I should bash your skull in, you little...
I mean... Tokusatsu, yeah.
Indeed, I should say my ears are doing better than ever. I've always wished to visit the Grove. There's important history buried here, I say. True, I wish to visit in better times, but better late than never. It's a positive way of looking at it. Do let me know if you care for a history lesson, lad.
OG Ghost Freak is so good. Gwen and Kevin's alien races. I mean, in the original Ben 10, we got a bit of, God, who was Grandpa Max's... S.O.? Were they married? Verdona? Was her name like Verdona or something? Holy shit. I don't know what part of my brain I just scraped that out of. Is that the longer his career went on, the more he started sprinkling whimsy in as an element? Max had like 3 alien baddies. Max could pull in his younger days. Leave it to a plumber to be laying pipe, am I right? Up top. Alright. Yep, I knew it. I feel like you could just leave it at pole. He went from suave to bear. Yeah. There's no twink death or anything. Oh my god, you know what I think I just realized? Thinking back on like things that influenced me as a child, I think Ben 10,000 could have awakened something in me. I think Ben 10,000 could have been the start of something. I don't think it was like the soul thing, but Max Neil Armstrong, greatest hero on Earth, smashed like 3 alien baddies, retired in Azimuth, thought, yeah, this guy's so OP, he's the best weapon in the universe. Neuron fires. God. What a killer franchise. It's such a shame they fucking killed it. Among Us! Among Us! Loved Ultimate Ben 10K where he could just rapid fire that shit? Yeah. The fusions were a cool idea. Well, the fusions came all the way back from like an Animo episode of the original series. There was like a season 2 episode where Animo fucks up the watch and you get like Ripjaws mixed with Heat Blast. You got like oh god, Diamond Head mixed with Gray Matter, and if you look on the character designer, I think the character designer for that show has like an Imgur or something. He posts all kinds of shit of like, hey, here's a bunch of designs that got cut. Mung Doll is Animo. My brain fucking exploded. Also, the idea of Ben picking up magic from Gwen because he figured out it could be useful is great. Yeah, he was Animo and Mung Doll were voiced by Dwight Schultz. Do I have... Hang on. Do I have... Okay. Never mind. Well, is that everything over here then? Ladies! It's just so funny to be like, alright, science fiction's not working. We need witchcraft. How to drop the bridge. Remember they... No. It's been so long. I remember the finale of Ben 10, at least the one I'm thinking of. Maybe I'm just thinking of a later episode, is like... He gets home, the final episode of Omniverse. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. I was thinking the finale of the original Ben 10, because the finale of Ben 10, the original Ben 10 was like, he gets home from summer break and then Vilgax attacks his school. Oh fuck, there's magic now? I have magic, Ailey. Let me magical girl transformation this. That's all Ben 10 was. Ben 10 was just Sailor Moon for boys. They gave him magical girl transformations and everything. The Man of Action group just saw Sailor Moon and was like, how can I market this to preteen males, to the youths, to the shonen audience? Enter Sailor Dude. Imagine you and your buddy are just hanging out, minding your own business, and you just get fucking drive-by'd. This dude just shows up, plants a couple in you and your friend, and then just leaves. Okay, so there's something down there, and then is there also... let me... Imagine... He's Sailor Moon, the logical conclusion of infinite scaling. Imagine living in a world where Sailor Moon was actually a Van Gogh laser space opera. In the intro. And drop that. Shortcut discovered. And okay, that's all that's over here. Well, thank God I stopped by to grab that. Intra has her in like a goddess wedding dress with Starry Night as a backdrop. How Ben got outed, not in some big fight that caused him to transform back, because some nerdy kid who became an overzealous fanboy. Yeah. God, what was that kid's? I can see him. I can see that character. Blonde kid, purple jersey. Not Tucker. No, he wasn't a Tucker. What's that kid's fucking name? One dude who does the voice of Cow from Cow and Chicken. He's the only person who knows Alien X rewrote everything. Cooper! So fun fact, the guy who voices Cow and Chicken also voices Chicken. That is, oh god, I can see his face. Cooper was the Technomancer? Yeah. Jimmy, okay, no. So Cow and Chicken, like that whole show was one guy, one actor. The Red Devil guy, Cow, Chicken, it was all one guy. Charlie Adler. Charlie? Cooper was the blonde palette swap of Kevin Levin. Yeah. Jimmy was some kid who lived with his mom, just never showed up ever again. Okay. My bad. I thought Cooper was the kid that outed him. Remember the gold pyre. Gold vampire? No. Gold pyre.
All right, I feel like I'm making progress. Well, I'm glad someone's chipper here. What's wrong? Something bad happen? Kiddo, look at who we're fighting here. These are people. Folks beyond saving, sure, but that don't make it simple.
Doodoo stole oh my god. Yeah, no. Jimmy was the plot device for finding the first Agrigor alien, Penn getting his own J. Jonah Jameson. Okay. First Agrigor alien, would that have been amphibian? No. Energy, armadillo, amphibian, turtle. Terraspin. Terraspin was the first one. It was Water Hazard? Dude, Morningstar. Yes, dude, I remember Morningstar. Oh my god. It was the... Yeah, okay. I guess I kind of stopped thinking about that after a while. I guess you did.
Can't really fault you for it. Sometimes even I forget for a moment. But mark my words, kiddo. Forgetting what it means to hurt someone is the worst thing that can happen out here in the open ocean. Worse than being a beastie's lunch, I reckon. Could be just about all that separates us from these poor souls, is that they forgot for good. U.S. government, it must be maintained at all costs. I remember when I think it was in like high school, my mom woke me up for the last NASA shuttle launch. She was like, "Hey, it's sad and it sucks, but you're not gonna want to miss this. Legitimately, you're gonna want to remember this." Man. Weapons grade Uftium, yeah. Uftonium. There's a kid who wanted to go to space camp. Oh yeah, they stopped shuttle launches almost like a decade ago. NASA hasn't launched a shuttle in like a decade. Mm-hmm. All NASA really does now... Space Force is good. Yeah, oh. All NASA really does now is just, maintain, like, they help maintain ISS. There's still work that they do with other countries' space programs, but... Yeah.
Then we'll be back. Not the uncrustworthies. Show them alien babes, and then NASA will get all the money. You're right. We just have to appeal to the penis is in charge. Petroleum on Pluto. There's oil on a nearby planet? Yeah. 100%. Oh boy, sushi shell, a Cascadia roll. That's fun. Nah, it's fine. All it has to do is appeal to the misogynistic gaze. That's all they care about. Well, I'll come back for that. Yeah, this is... Oh, this looks like the next boss fight. There's all kinds of shells around here. Chopsticks? Like a samurai sword? He's unsheathing his chopsticks? Intimidation crab. Defeat Heikia. And I got another stainless steel. Another stainless relic. These like tiny bits of wasabi? Oh no, those are nails. Those are like, the gold just looks off. Guns beat karate. Was that an armored crab? I couldn't tell you, it's dead. I think this is a piece of the map. That was too fast for me to inspect it. Let's go to Google Images over here and just look up another crab's treasure. The boss's name was Heikia. Heikea. It's got like bamboo rollers, like to make sushi, those bamboo rollers. It's got that as like shoulder pads. It's wacky yet grounded at the same time. I don't like Seth MacFarlane shows. I don't like... Okay, that's not true. I did like the Orville. I liked what I saw of the Orville, but I'm not a fan of Seth MacFarlane cartoons. But yeah, this crab has little bits that go up that look like a shogun or a samurai helmet. Like these bits that go up. Is Seth MacFarlane in name only? Unfortunate. Never thought I'd say this, but I can't wait to get back to the city. This place is a huge bummer. A brilliant display. You may have promised yet, vagabond. There you are. I could have really used your help beating that guy. I was otherwise preoccupied. Think nothing of it. The beast was a mere speed bump. Besides, nothing compared to the master that dwells within the village's sanctum, surely. I thank you for clearing the path, though. I press on. Yeah, sure, buddy. Nothing around here. Little red cup. No, I already got one of those. They gave him a porcelain crab nose, so I thought he was a false crab. Didn't think he was a samurai crab for multiple reasons. Nah, he was a samurai. Had I known the Japanese name for samurai crab was Hekegani. Okay, so this is the way I'm supposed to go, but there's annoying creatures over here that I must deal with. No? How do I get to them? Aha! Why did I die? I just landed on a rock. Okay. Are true crabs and have a torso face? Here's the thing. Jesus Christ. Fucking frames. I don't think every crab in this game, like, I think that's a cool touch, that there is a thing called a samurai crab. And it, like, was a reference to that, but, like, I don't think every crab in this game, or every enemy is going to be a reference to a real-life animal. I don't think every single one of them is going to be like that. No, that was not lag, that was my game. So yeah, I guess it was lag from my game. Thank you, Arrow. You're pretty cool, too. Kill that. What's down here? Nothing. Kill. Kill. Amogus. Amogus fries. I am the Among Us. And then there's a... Jesus Christ. There's a crystal over there for me to get. Okay, cool. Cool. Nah, big fan of that. That was awesome. You have no idea how cool that actually was that happened. I'm actually so stoked about that. Use 5 crabs for just normal enemies, and those ones are all based off of real ones. Drop. Yeah, I've seen them around. I don't think I've ever had one, but it's for my sailor grandpa. I want to know what they're about, because I've seen them all over the place for years. No idea what they're about. I think it's 4 netting? In what way? What do you mean 4 netting? Old olives. Doesn't just sync with... Oh, okay. Moon snail shell found. Level up. We're doing okay. I think... Let's go to the lower crust and look around. Because I'm doing so well and I don't really need to level up any, I think I want to work towards collecting all of the shells and stuff. Ruthless Waves, upgrade fork. Nope, I only have 1. Alright. Oh. There's a crystal on her shop. Hey, the full cool S. It's been broken off on some of the things that we've seen, but that's the full cool S. Aggro crab. They're called glass floats.
Hey, we're watching the bar while Mom's away. I can help increase the number of little guys on your shell. If you want to buy more little guys, talk to my little sister.
Yes.
Yes.
Because that's one thing we can do, is we can equip... an invertebrate that snares tiny prey with its many tentacles. It's a long clam. No, thanks. I'm really good. Crab hacker barnacle? The caster. Jesus. Affliction buildup from mental attacks. Shell spell damage. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, you talked about that last time. Awful. Alright, I'm gonna go over here and sell some stuff. Parasites are so much fun. No, they're not. Why would you lie to me? No, they're not. I used to live near the Grove, you know. Glad I got out of that hick town before things went belly up around there. Cool. Ah, so I can go up here and then drop down onto the prawn shop. Chipclaw. Hey, you'll never believe it, I found something else to sell. Hey, little fella, looking for something? Besides your shell, I mean. The infamous stream swimmer. Alright, I'm looking at the time, and I should probably get ready to go. I've got things I gotta do later today. Don't urinate in the wild waters of South America. The dreaded Candiru fish.
Do my eyes deceive me? You've brought back a map piece. There I was poring over literature, trying to discern its exact location. You've just gone and done it. All the knowledge in the world can't beat a little elbow grease and determination, I say.
Yay, 2 arrow. The Candiru fish is a type of catfish? Yeah, I got it all right, but I gotta be honest, I have no idea what this one means. So I thought I might show it to you. You seem kinda smart.
Kinda? You little whelp.
I mean, yes, give it here. I'll decipher it straight away, I say. Aha! What is that thing? I've never seen anything like it.
Of course you haven't. You're from out of town. But any Carcinian worth their salt water, no such a building exists in Flotsam Vale, to the east of here.
Flotsam Vale? You mean it's inside Roland's company town? Now he's wearing the fucking Rubik's Cube. No chance we'll find that one before him then. I'm sure his employees have turned that place upside down already. Well, we tried. The house always wins, don't it? You always gotta be such a stick in the gunk. Give up if you want a small fry. I ain't quitting. Hey, hold on. Who said any of you could look at the map at all, huh? I'm the one who found it. Ah, boy, here we go. Kiddo, be reasonable. We're all up against the odds here. It's crystal clear that Roland and his goons have the best chance of getting that treasure. So let's us little folk beat him to the punch first, and then we can argue all we want, okay? Seems to be up for debate. Alright, I guess you have a point. See y'all in Flotsam Vale, then? See you there. From Mekong to Candiru, what a diverse family. Let me look up what Mekong are. Oh, giant catfish. Giant catfish. Jesus. Some Nat Geo shit. Shell with that. Guess I'm going to.
Godspeed, brave adventurers.
It appears the next piece is guarded by the massive monster roaming the sands between. Oh, I just killed that guy. But the shell for that insane price, wonder if the game would end. Maybe. 12-foot span.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, the big monster is the guy who had this piece.
That's not where I told you to go next, child.
I guess I got a little distracted.
I see. Well, that won't be a problem. Proceed to Flotsam Vale like I told you, and you should get your claws on the next piece.
Wow. So, yeah, the maps. One more piece of the map. Cool. We might be finishing this up next time? Question mark? I'm gonna go over to Shellfish Desires. What the hell is that you just posted in general? One last fish for general. What the hell is that? It's a big old ray is what that looks like. Looks like a ray of some kind. The Mekong Giant Ray. I see the lure of the unaffordable has hooked you once again. Baby shoe. Alright. But I live in fear of it. Alright, let's buy all of the cheap ones. Cool. Little bro. Yeah. We're slow, bro. We're slow, bro. All right. Let's go back over to the... Okay, I should be around here. We had it all for 5 seconds. I'm going to go buy upgrades at the Moon Snail's place. I'm going to go to the Moon Snail's domain. And buy upgrades here and then call it a. Learn skills. I have 130 of these? Aw, hell yeah. This is happening. Not every hostile interaction must result in blood. For many undersea creatures, the preferable outcome is to flee in peace, especially when said creatures tiny and small. The hermit crab's aptitude for moving through the water is usually reserved for finned creatures. Get mad test anxiety. My brain doesn't work like that if there's points on... Oh, yeah, dude. I also get terrible test anxiety. The sea appears to part before this little fellow, and he passes through with no resistance. I don't know what I just bought. Tap circle with no directional input to perform a backwards dash. R1 repeatedly after dodging an attack. With skedaddle to perform a powerful spin attack. Okay. So, no directional input. Circle to go backwards, and then attack to dash forward. Skillful acrobatics need not be used for evasion alone. In the right creature's claws, dexterity can be a tool for aggression. With the proper skill set, the tiniest, most evasive creatures can become absolutely terrifying. Animal Planet growing up really... Dude, so I went to a zoo last month for my partner's birthday. She wanted to go to the zoo, so we all went to the zoo. I miss Zaboomafoo. Who here remembers fucking Zaboomafoo? Just random animal knowledge? Yeah. I miss Zaboomafoo so much. Perhaps his allies, too, should act with care. And Zaboomafoo. What a hero. What a hero. Skedaddle. So. God bless the Crack Brothers. Really? That's cool. I know it was... So I know because getting a lemur to behave on set was nuts. I do know that the one lemur was played by a family of lemurs. Like, they had 3 lemurs on set. Okay, so before the Krat Brothers had a cartoon, because I know for a while they had a cartoon just called the Krat Brothers. Before the Krat Brothers, they had a live-action show called Zaboomafoo, where that had like a puppet lemur and stuff. Oh, so fun. We must protect... It's like a dynasty. It must be protected. Alright, so if I go in here, it's saving. Awesome. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna call it there for today. Let's, Little... Dude! Oh my gosh. So fun. Alright. I wanna thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate everybody that stopped by and says hi. Yeah, you too, Arrow. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much as well. I'm enjoying this game. Now that it's easy, I think this game is legitimately fun and charming on its own without the need for, like, really hard difficulty, but I see where people would get enjoyment out of that, like that skill ceiling, just not for me. I don't have the time to dedicate to getting good at this game. Or games like it. If you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on Twitch. It's free, it's easy. At 150 followers, we will be playing Akiba's Trip. The Discord is the place to be, really. That's where you'll find any announcements if I need to change up the streaming schedule in any way, if I have to miss a stream or something. That's where people vote on the games that I play. This was voted on by the community. This beat out Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which I think is very funny. Because, you know, it's a very fun, smaller team for a game like this, and then it's like, you know, huge IP, huge brand, huge game company made that one. Very fun. I will say, I played a bit of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle off stream, just on my own time. That's a really good fucking game, and I would really like to play that on stream. Big, though. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Lots of stuff to do. I digress. All the socials are linked here in the chat, and the socials should be linked below as usual. Be good, be kind, treat people the way that you want to be treated, and I'll catch you in the next one.